News for New York presents Positively Black.
Well, one of Africa's most commanding figures is the subject of a new play, one that paints the president of Zimbabwe as depressed and possibly in need of a psychiatrist. It's called Breakfast with Mugabe. It's playing now at the Pershing Square Signature Center on 42nd Street. It's a fictional story that places Zimbabwe President Robert Mugabe as kind of a modern-day Macbeth. Very interesting here. We are joined by the cast of that play, Michael Rogers, Ezra Barnes, as well as Rosalind Coleman. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, we'll start with you, Mr. President. You played quite a commanding figure in this play. I'm wondering if you could kind of take us through the story. Where do we pick up with Mr. Mugabe?
We pick up Robert Mugabe when he's being haunted by a ghost of his past. And he has asked for a psychiatrist to come in to help him with this problem. And therein lies the rub.
Therein lies the rub. Rosalind, you play the First Lady through this. Ezra, the psychiatrist.
Yes.
Now, Ezra, he's going to a white psychiatrist. And this kind of has the dichotomy of traditional Zimbabwe with the modern-day issues.
Yeah.
What balance do you give to the president, if at all?
Well, the psychiatrist in this play sees himself as somebody who can embrace the past and modern medicine, and so he doesn't discount the president's claims that he's haunted by this spirit, this malevolent spirit, but he's also trying to give him a modern perspective and help him understand that maybe what's really happening is that the spirit is a manifestation of Mugabe's own grief or feelings of abandonment.
Now, I'm wondering from the three of you, what has stood out from the audience response to the play so far?
I think they're gobsmacked. They're quite speechless at the end.
It's kind of hard to say because the audience is really quiet at the end, and you know, they sort of go through the journey. I think they feel really impacted by what happens to the doctor.
Yeah.
That's the impact that I get.
Oh, we don't want to give too much away.
I think they're really impacted by the journey, because ultimately, when you have such rich land like what's in Zimbabwe, and you have people who want it, and how do you share it? And that question is really a profound question. I think you're left with that.
Now, this is also playing at a time when you see in the video here Zimbabwe going through pretty turbulent times with the elections just held here. Mugabe reelected, but telling his rivals to go hang themselves. Is that the Mugabe we know in this play?
What is interesting is that I think for most people, they have only heard of Robert Mugabe through news and through so-called propaganda. Here they learn a little different idea about who Robert Mugabe is and understand his own vulnerability that exists. That's what we're working with, I think.
All right, the play is called Breakfast with Mugabe. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll see you on the stage.
I hope so. Thank you.
This has been a public affairs presentation from NBC for New York. Positively Black.